To implement validations, first of all, we need to have two packages. We need to install class validator. It is going to validate the request parameters. It's a decorator based validation. And under the hood, they are using the validator.js file. So we need to install class validator. Why we are installing the class validator? Because we're going to use the validation pipe, which is a built-in pipe in NestJS. NestJS under the hood using the class validator. I'm going to install class validator. We also need to install another package, class transformer. ValidationPipe also uses this class transformer package. It's a property-based transformation. It means you can convert plain JavaScript object to class constructor. Plain JavaScript object starts from this object literal, so you can convert this object into classes. So this is the main purpose of class transformer. They got the JSON object and they are trying to convert into the class. So we need this package, class transformer. Both packages have installed. Class validator provides a couple of the validations, so we need to use that. It's a decorator based validation. If you check the documentation, you can see that class validator, how you can use that is int. This is the way you can use that. NestJS uses this validate method. Class validator provides this validate method. So I'm gonna use this is not empty. I think we need to import manually. Class validator is not empty. Whole string is not empty. I'm telling to NestJS ID should not be empty, and you can say that the type of the ID which should be string. Similarly, we can apply validation for name. Type should be string and name should not be valid. Name should not be empty. Let's do it for the QTY. QTY is not empty this time. The type should be is int. It has automatically imported here. I'm also going to follow the same process for this one, or you can say that the type of the price should be number. So we have applied the validation, but how can you tell NestJS please check the types when we send the request to create a new product? We have defined the create DTO product type, so we need to tell that you can manually say that use pipe. You can manually add pipes here, but I would like to use the global pipe filter. You can register global pipe filter in main.ts file. Use global pipes. You can provide multiple pipes here. I can get this pipe from the NestJS common method. It's a class. That's why I need to instantiate the object. So we applied the global pipes. When you send the request for any product, something like that, for any DTO, for any product DTO. Let's say if I have another controller, manager controller, and we would like to create a new record in manager, we will have this data transfer object. When you send the create request, it is going to check the validation pipe. It will call the validation and it is going to check that. I'll show you how it will work under the hood. So now it's time to test it. Let me run the project. So I'm gonna send the request to test that. Awesome, I got the validation, QTY and the price. ID must be string, but ID should not be empty. Let's try to do that. I'm gonna provide the ID. Let's say I'm gonna provide ID integer. ID must be string. So let's provide the ID in string. We also missing the name property. Let's say that name should be awesome. Everything is good to go now. So we have applied the validation successfully. So this use global pipes. It is used to register the pipes as global pipes and will be used within every HTTP route handler.